Alright, so Ethereal here, back with another one of the girls. Like I said, I was going to go through each one of them one at a time. And so what I have here this time is Weiss.
And I thought today would be relaxing.
And what we have for Weiss is, I still think this is one of the funniest things. Super Schnee was what it was before. I mean, it was beautiful. So yeah, I'm actually going to start with the first level up is going to be for that. Weiss probably uses her specials the most, and I would especially say Nova. It's a charged AoE that just says, I hate everything. And it just destroys everything in its path. It just says, I don't care. It's beautiful, honestly. I love Nova. Every time I've played Weiss in the multiplayer version, Nova just wrecks everything. So, nope. So Weiss's other abilities other than Nova are Barrage, which I found Barrage to be a little bit unreliable. Its hitbox isn't the best. You'll shoot it and it'll just flat out miss everybody. Weiss's ranged attack is kind of like this. That? Not the... And it seems to home in, kind of. But since she, like, always shoots to the two sides and, like, dances backwards, they're not always the best. Now, Pierce, on the other hand, is her number 2 ability, and Pierce is awesome! Like, you can chain her Pierces, they're literally just a lunge forward, and you can chain them, burning, like, all your special if you really wanted to. But when you chain them, just everything just explodes. Like, so there's just the basic Nova. When it's charged, it's so much more vicious. But the best part is that you can, like, level it up to the point where it literally freezes everything it hits. And it's just beautiful. See, here's a Barrage. Oh, the Barrage. Maybe they increased the hitbox, but look, I pierced once, I pierced twice, I ran out of special. But you can basically spam her Pierce. Normally there's almost like a cooldown period between uses of one ability and another. Not so much with Pierce. It just kind of says, I hate you. And it does a mass amount of damage to, like, the tougher creatures, you know, like the alphas and the ursas and stuff. I love it. We're going to actually increase Nova first. Yeah, we're going to increase Nova first. Alright, so here we are as Weiss. Weiss is very glowy. Like, you can kind of see almost like an aura around her. Yeah, they bring up the... Oops, I missed the enemy. They bring up the whole artifact thing. They're just extra experience when you collect them. So far, I haven't seen anything else from it. I'm sure there'll be something, though. The maps are pretty linear. You know, you just kind of follow the line. There's very little exploration.
Let's see if this one puts up a challenge.
But, well, you do what you gotta do. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, they did fix its hitbox, then. I'm gonna say they fixed its hitbox a lot. Because before, what would have happened is if you'd barraged, it just would have flat, and he did the dash, it would have just, like, dashed away from him. And here's a charge Nova. And just look at that. I cut them all in half. And it's really easy to get surrounded by enemies in this game. And, the problem with Pierce is a very short range, although you can upgrade it. When you upgrade it, it gets a much longer range, and that range really starts to hurt the enemy.
And done.
Alright, now, you'll notice that unlike RWBY, she doesn't, like, drag the enemy into the air. Both RWBY and Blake do that, and Yang and Weiss don't so much, although Yang can knock them up. And I'm not sure which way I prefer at the moment. The thing about knocking up in the air is if for whatever reason you fail to do it, which has happened more than once to me,
It's about time.
you kind of get screwed, honestly. Alright, so we've leveled up. I'm going to take this time... Both of these cost 2 to jump. I'm actually going to just increase this. That one. We'll go with that one for now. That one is, she gets 2 special for the price of 1 when she does it. So, yeah. But the one thing I've noticed is that, you know, sometimes you knock them, you do the animation to knock them up. Like, you see Ruby jump up in the air, but you won't actually knock the enemy up. It happens so often on Blake when I'm playing her, especially against creep. She never can knock the creep up, but she stays in the air doing the aerial attack. So you kind of, like, waste your time there. The one difference I will say, though, is that, like, against a Beowulf, Blake is the one who I've noticed would, if you do her full combo and do knock them up, she will kill the Beowulf in that one combo. Weiss normally won't. And I haven't really played enough of Yang to say one way or the other. You can, interrupt your attacks in the middle of them by using your ranged button.
We're a quarter of the way there.
You'll notice I do it with Blake sometimes, or with Weiss here, sometimes when I'll just like do that, and it'll throw her glyph in front of her, and then it also like shoves the enemy back when it does it. I'm trying to keep everybody off the control center. Alright, and just knocking back. Get off my control center, you jerks. Like I said, just always, just constantly Novas. Novas are so useful to use against these guys. Well, screw you too. Now you notice I like double pierced very rapidly right there, and just insta-cut through him. The pierce does bounce you back slightly. Look at Weiss. She just looks so ready for this. So yeah, with her, I'd use her special a lot, especially as,
Almost perfect.
like I said, she's got a slight survival problem. Nah, that's annoying when they do that. But she does have a slight survival problem. She is definitely the squishiest. I've noticed her aura burns the quickest. She does regenerate. I mean, they all regenerate at the same rate as far as I can tell. But still, at the same time, it's kind of like, whoa, oops. I didn't even notice he was there. I'm about to hit that guy. Alright, let's get this going, and yeah. Eliminated. What else could we get? We're gonna actually increase our special pool for this one. All the special. Alright, I like to get rid of these ones that come from the behind, just get them out of the way real quick. Alright, now we're gonna, see, I'm trying to get right in between so that I hit at least a couple of them and pull them over and kind of like aggro them, I guess is the word. See, because I want them to focus on me, not the control center, obviously. Alright, got that one down, and we're down to... Oh, there's the Alpha Beowulf. I'm just getting his attention and then hopefully, pulling him off of the control center that way. And this way I can, yeah, as you notice, you're actually untargetable while you're doing that, and I'm gonna pierce... Nope. Nope. Pierce. Finished him off. And there we go! Weiss is done here again. Got through it, so, well, I'll see you on the next girl. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, keep on being awesome.